Why do you want to marry me? You know you love me, so tell me why you'd want to marry me. Why do you want to marry me? You love me, so why don't we take that next step? Why do you want to marry me? Why would you want to marry me? Why do you want to marry me? Why do you want to marry me? Why do you want to marry me? This is Susie, your beautiful Swan Queen. Welcome back to the garden, my beautiful ducklings. Subscribe, smash the like button, and share my videos. I would absolutely appreciate it. So tell me why you'd want to marry me. I really want to know, why would you want to marry me? Yesterday's video, we talked about how to get somebody to say they love you. So in the player's game, because I'm having a fun weekend this weekend and I'm just being, cutesy, perky, whatever, simple questions help you to get what you want. So if I am literally asking Jared, why do you want to marry me? Jared, why do you want to marry me? Jared, why do you want to marry me? Jared's brain is thinking, why do I want to marry her? Why do I want to marry her? Why do I want to marry her? And we're constantly thinking about this. So if you're walking around the house saying, Jared, why do you love me? Jared, why do you love me? Jared, why do you want to marry me? You're putting this out into the one consciousness, and he's thinking, why do I want to marry her? Well, she's beautiful, she's sexy, she's funny, she's outrageous, she's the good kind of crazy. And obviously, love is the most important thing in the world to her. So that means she's going to respect me and appreciate the things I do for her. So the more we simplify everything in our life, the more we simplify it. And I know you guys think, Susie, this is so simple. But trust me, this is why I get such amazing success. Out of 1,021 clients, 1,016 are with their specific person. I've had 20 people do exactly what I teach in my YouTube channel, and they have gotten back with the love of their life. Why? Because I simplify it. And when you are simplifying something, it's like baking a cake. You can go and get all the ingredients to bake the cake, the flour, the sugar, the eggs, the milk, the butter, vanilla extract, the mixer, the right beaters, and you can do all of this from scratch. But you also go into the store and just pick up a cake mix. I'm teaching you to go pick up the cake mix and the box of frosting and make that amazing cake. So if you want the love of your life and you simplify it, that's exactly how you're going to get it. It doesn't matter the words you say as long as you persist in the assumption. Yes, I have potty words, and I've learned that those potty words are things that you guys say naturally that you don't realize you're saying. Doubt, manifesting, 3D, 5D, have, can't, I don't have. And we go back and forth on these, which is why I try to get you to focus your words that you naturally say in a forward focused motion so that you can get the love of your life. So I was talking to a very dear friend yesterday, and we were talking about her situation. And she was telling me, so I would ask a question, she would answer. She'd ask a question, she would answer, and ask another question. And she would ask and say, give me an answer, and I'd ask another question. And this went on for, about an hour. And we finally got to the bottom of it. And I said, so, okay, this is what you want. This is what we're creating. This is what we're going to do. Now, what is your simple question? And after an hour, and I said, so where does this take you? And she goes, right back to, Jared, why do you want to marry me? Why am I happily married to Jared? Because Jared wants to marry me. So when you break it down simply, you feel guilty because you're manifesting. You are furious, frustrated, upset, angry, stomping your feet, yelling at the universe because you are manifesting and it still hasn't shown up. You are doing all kinds of tips, techniques, and tools to get that person in your reality. But in reality, 9 things that you say every single day, you are saying over and over for 23 hours a day. So for 23 hours a day, if you were to talk about, I'm thriving, I have amazing relationships, I'm thriving, money comes to me quickly and easily, I'm thriving, I'm the perfect weight, I'm thriving, everything's always working out for me, then your simple question is, why do I always have money? Why am I happily married to Jared? Why does Jared love me? Why does everything always work out for me? And when you ask the simple question, the universe has to show up. I ask every single day for over 820 days, why am I spoiled? And every day I get a different reason. I always get a new reason as to why I'm spoiled. And I keep asking this question. I don't stop. So when I am focusing on creating a better relationship and I want to be happily married to this person, so I don't believe it. So I'm happily married to Jared. Well, don't have a ring, don't have the piece of paper, and you're going, okay, so I'm happily married to this amazing person, and then your brain is looking around and going, but okay, his side of the closet is empty, his car's not parked in your driveway, you're just, you're dreaming. You start asking a question because, again, it must be answered. So you've had a relationship with this person in the past, and you can start answering this question. But when you flip it and you put it from their perspective, so you're asking them, but now you're filling answers into their bubble. So I'm going, Jared, why do you want to marry me? Jared's bubble is going, well, I think she's beautiful. I think she's amazing. I think she's wonderful. She is sexy. She's funny. She just lights up my world. Things that we have had in the past. She respects me. She appreciates me. She thanks me for little things that I don't even realize that I'm doing, but she totally appreciates it. Thank you for texting me because he didn't know I was having a bad night. So thank you for texting me. If you are talking with the love of your life and you're going through a medical crisis and you're waiting for test results to come back, they're going to be totally loving and supportive because you're giving them that role. Why do they love me? Because they're totally supportive. They're totally respectful of you. They're concerned about your well-being. So your bubble's going off. Why do you want to marry me? Because I love you. Well, why do you love me? Because I respect you. I appreciate you. I love the amazing things that you do for me. I love the way that you make me feel. I love how you give me space. I love how you know when I don't need space. And these things play in that one consciousness. So literally, when you simplify everything down to a story is one sentence, change it into a question, and then start giving the answers you want to that relationship. So you want to get rid of the third party. Why is she gone? Why is she gone? Why is she his ex is even better. So why is she the ex? Because he's now happily married to me. Why is she the ex? Because he's now happily married to me. You made a very simple thing. The person he's with is gone. Why is she gone? Because he's now married to me. It's that easy. Don't discount the most simplest things in the world, because when we are cooking, we want to simplify it and be able to get out of the kitchen faster. We don't want to use 20 pans so that we have to spend 2 hours doing the dishes. We only want to use 5 pans and we can get out of the kitchen in 15 minutes doing the dishes. Simplifying. My apartment is 1,200 square feet. If I deep clean my apartment, it takes me an hour. If I am just kind of going through, picking up, dusting a little bit, sweeping the floors, 15 minutes tops, and my apartment is clean. I have simplified my cleaning routine, and I don't even realize that when I do something, I automatically put it away. So I take out the can opener. I don't leave it on the counter. I put it away. I take out my mixer. As soon as I'm done with the beaters, I put them in the sink and I put the mixer away. And that simplifies, when I'm done cooking, my time for actually cleaning up. So you want to housebreak a puppy. And that's kind of what we're doing with our children and our guys. My son tells me all the time, you raised us like a dog. No, I didn't. I didn't go, here, baby, be a good boy, and I'm going to give you a treat. No. But I don't reward for bad behavior. I reward for good behavior. So if the person is doing something you like, the reward doesn't have to be a financial reward. It doesn't have to be a physical reward. It could be a verbal reward. A simple thank you. What you did for me was absolutely amazing, and I truly appreciate it. If you are wanting the garbage taken out, a simple, hey babe, can you take the trash out for me? My foot's really killing me today, and having to go down the stairs, it's kind of not going to be a good thing because I don't want to fall. So I asked him, I gave him a reason. Of course he's going to say yes. But what we're doing is we're walking around going, I want to be happily married to this person, and I'm using the tools and the techniques, but it's not working. Why isn't it working? And then we're going, well, because I don't see 3D proof. And because I don't see 3D proof, it's not working. Instead of asking, why am I seeing proof in 3D? Why is 3D showing me that this is working? If I need signs, that means I don't have it. But if I need signs to guide me, I can. We talk to our deceased loved ones all the time. We talk to the love of our lives all the time. We have a full-fledged conversation with the deceased loved one. I talk to my dad all the time. All the time. Somebody plays with my thermostat. Dad, did you turn the thermostat up? I thought you were on, duty and you were supposed to guard my thermostat, not let somebody put it all the way up to 81 degrees. Take it back down to 72 and keep it there. I can't find my remote control. Dad, where's my remote? Show me to me. Like, I'm constantly going to him, and then something will pop up in my head as to what is going on. And I can find my remote. Well, we talk to our specific persons all the time. And we're running around and we're having these full-blown conversations. Hey, Jared, my day today. I got up. I went through Facebook messages, Insta messages. I went through my emails. I talked to my girlfriend on the phone. And I talked to my daughter through text. And now I'm doing a YouTube video. And he's going, okay, well, what kind of emails did you get today? Because that's the subject he decided to pick. Oh, just, a few little ones, inquiring about specific verbiage to use. Nothing big. Insta, Facebook messages, any crazy messages today? Or he would go, tell me what entertained you today about this morning's messages. And I would answer those questions because I know that those are things he's going to ask me. So now I'm having this full-blown imaginary conversation with him the same way I do with my dad, who is not here and can't physically be here. So my brain doesn't think that he needs to physically be here because, after all, Dad can't physically be here. So I stop all the imagination. I stop all the scripting. I stop all the stories in my head. And the people around me will literally ask me, how many stories are you running in your head? And if I say 200, they'll tell me, I want 2. Give me 2. Of course, the first story is everything works out and I'm just being over dramatic. And the second story is one of the 199 I pick. They simplified it. They gave me 2 stories, and then which one do you want to be true? Well, of course I want this one to be true, where everything works out and I get what I want. Well, that's what we need to do when we're manifesting. We need to take it down to a really simple level, and by asking a simple question. So you think you're fat. Why do you feel thin? Why do I all of a sudden feel thin? Why am I feeling thinner? Why do I feel thin? Your new story is, I have this beautiful hourglass figure, so why do I feel thin? Because everything I eat, my metabolism just quickly and easily burns it off, plus all the excess fat. Fat doesn't like me. It stays away. Fat stays away. It goes down the drain. It goes bye-bye. It don't like me. It doesn't matter what you're persisting in. But when you literally sit there, and if you are in a relationship and you want to amplify that relationship and you ask people questions, they have to answer, men or women. So I'm talking with my guy the other night and I said, can I ask you a question? He's like, what? I said, I have a client manifesting marriage. He's like, okay, you have a client manifesting marriage. And I said, so if I wanted to manifest marriage with you, and he's like, okay, you're manifesting a marriage to me. I said, I want to do a scene on the balcony in Paris. Why Paris? Well, everybody loves Paris. Well, why Paris? Well, that's what most of my clients want. So we're just going to go with Paris. Well, why Paris? Okay, we'll do Key West. All right. Are we driving or flying to Key West? These are questions he's asking me. He goes, when we get there, so we drove to Key West. It's the first night there, and I have this big, beautiful balcony scene planned. He said, is it our honeymoon or our anniversary? It's our anniversary. He said, I'm going to say, happy anniversary. I love you. I'm going to bed now. And he's going to go to bed. I'm like, are you serious? He goes, yeah, I'm tired, honey. It was 1,400 miles to Miami and another 4 hours from Miami to Key West. I'm going to go get some sleep. I said, so the second night on the balcony, I decide to do this balcony scene with dinner. And he says, I'm still going to say, I love you. Happy anniversary. It's been a great ride. And I said, no, you don't understand. I have this big speech. He said, yeah, no, that big speech isn't going to happen. If it's not natural for me to say it, no matter what you script out, it ain't going to happen. And I'm like, well, why not? He said, because I don't talk that way. So when I tell you to simplify it, how do they normally talk? What do they normally say to you? Do they call you a cute little nickname? Do they say a phrase repeatedly? Because if you ask the people you are in a relationship with, I do it with my daughter, I do it with my guys, I do it with my friends. Why do we have the perfect relationship? Why are you happy in this relationship? What is the one thing about this relationship if I stop doing, you would miss? So if I wanted to marry a specific person and I'm already communicating with them, asking them, Jared, why do you love me? Tell me why you love me. You know why you love me, so tell me why you love me. I know you're in love with me, so tell me why. Well, now that you told me you love me, why do you want to marry me? Why do you want to be in a fully committed relationship with me? Why do you want to move in with me? Why do you want me to be your everything? Why do you want to wake up with me every morning and fall asleep with me every night? Why, Jared, do you want to give up your entire existence just to be with me? Why did you look at me and go, that's the one I want? You're playing in their minds and you are asking them questions that they're going to think about. And that comic bubble, they have to answer it. They literally have to answer it. And if you are doing your work, because if you don't do the work, it's not going to change. If you do the work and you simplify it down to one question. So your guy's not talking to you and you're having these mental conversations. Stop the mental conversations and start asking, why are you reaching out to me? Why are you coming to me? Why are you calling me? Why are you texting me? Why are you asking to be in a committed relationship? And say their name. So Jared, why are you coming to me? Why are you calling me? Why are you texting me? Why are you coming to me now? Why do you want a committed relationship with me, Jared? Jared, why do you want to marry me? And the more I keep saying it in my brain, that one consciousness is picking it up. And then if I speak it out loud, and I haven't talked about this in a while, when I speak it out loud, my ears are hearing it. So not only is it going into the one consciousness, it's going into my consciousness. And now I am consciously retraining my subconscious to get what I want. My clients have amazing success. 57 days and one of my guys asked her to move in with him. 60 days, married. Typically, 3 to 6 months, they are in a fully committed relationship because they stop all the techniques, tips, and tools. They go really simple, and instead of imaginal scenes and scripting and creating words that you don't know what they're going to say, they pick the specific person, they say the person's full name, and they ask these simple questions in their head and out loud. And every time you think about them, bam, Why are you happily married to me, Jared? Jared, why do you want to be happily married to me? Jared, why do you want to be happily married to me? Instead of a mental argument or them turning around and walking towards you and saying, I love you, you're putting it out there in a question that they must answer. Try simplifying your manifesting routine because I promise you, it works quickly and easily with very little effort. And when you do it my way, the doubts, it's a third party and it goes bye-bye. And when you don't have any doubts and you can stick to this, you will wake up one morning next to them and wonder how it really all happened instead of worrying about how it happened. You guys have an absolutely positively amazing day. I love you. Again, subscribe, smash the like button, share my videos, and as always, tell me how what I'm sharing with you is drastically changing your life for the better.